G'day everyone and welcome to your first little look at the new Update 11 and the Silver Screen pack. Now I've pretty much just downloaded this. It is now 8:18, so it's just dropped. Very Australia friendly, this DLC dropping at 8 p.m. for me. Normally it's a 2 a.m. thing and it's great recording at that time. But let's just jump straight into it. So I'm pretty much just going to be going over it. Pretty much just first reactions, nothing too crazy. Going over different things. I'll try to add timestamps so that you can skip forwards to what you're looking for, whether it be scenery or moving lights, like I'm very excited to get in and check out. And yeah, we'll pretty much just be playing around and having a bit of fun in a blank park, and then maybe at the end I'll give you a little teaser to what I'm working on. So this is what you're met with when you load up the game, is the brand new Update 11, and if you buy the DLC, depending on whether you buy it or not, it's up to you. I'll give you my honest thoughts at the end. You do get a lot in this pack, it looks like, so it's very exciting to see what's in this and what we'll get. So let's just jump straight in, I guess. Let's just go new park. Change this to test. And we'll go. So it's going to be very exciting to see moving lights. Obviously, that's my bias towards all of this DLC, is the moving lights, so I can start putting stuff in shows. But we will see what they added and what they... Whoa. Okay. Getting shot off into the distance still. Awesome. Let's see. Let's get a bit of flat ground so we can test things out. Okay, let's just go through one by one, I guess, just to make sure that there is nothing hidden and that they didn't, because as you would have seen, they did put in their little outro that there is some things that are hidden, essentially. Bonus rides collection. What's that? Okay, nothing in this. We do know about the coasters, we do know about the flat rides, so we will come back to them later. Let's have a look at our scenery pieces. Just give me a second. Let us turn down the game. About 15%. That should be good. Unless something scares me. We've been designing, obviously, a music stage. So, obviously, the music is turned up all the way for that. Okay, let's go through. Let's get some filters going to make sure that we are only seeing what is in the silver screen pack. No trees expected. No water stuff expected. Props. We have 403 items. There are 21 special effects. No security. Don't know why I thought there would be. 283 building pieces. 4 benches and bins. And then obviously the zero parade stuff that we've seen. So 690 items in total. This is going to be a fun video going through all of this. Look at that. Look what's first. Animated light 1. Look at that. Should we just jump straight into it? Is that what we're here for? That's what I'm here for, is the moving lights. And look at this. But the ultimate question. Oh, okay. So you can scale the light, but the beam stays the same. Oh my god, who'd want a 500% moving light? You crazy? Let's get it into a normal color for us. Okay, very cool. So we get to determine the animation types here. So we have the, oh, look at that, and it changes. Let's just get this back to normal because it looks very weird being that small. Okay. No. Go back to normal and stay there. What happened? Stay. Okay. So default. Arc. Okay, yeah. Circle. Okay, yeah. Looks like it has to come back to the reset position every time. That's pretty cool. Circle up and down. Very, very cool. Left and right is what we expect. That should be all the way. Yeah. Oh, perfect. Look at that. That is very cool. Now let's just test something. Sorry if I'm going off on a tangent, but this is the one thing I needed to know. Is if I put a sequencer here, can I, number one, attach this to a sequencer? Okay, yes. Is it still playing? No, it's not. Okay, so that is good. Still sucks that you can't control the individual stuff through this. We'll swap color. Looks like this is our beam. So what do we want? We want it to be black. So in the original Planet Coaster, when you turn this off, oh, okay, it's the same problem. It doesn't really turn it off. Okay, that's a worry. That's a bit of a worry. Because like with normal lights, you'd have to activate them for a light to turn on. But with these, we just had to turn them black to make them sort of be invisible. But as you can see, that beam is still on. Let's see if we can find a way to make it. Because the thing that you're activating is the movement of it. So see how nothing happens. But if I click on this, and then I change it to play on trigger, which it already is, when you click it, that's when it'll move. Okay, so that's bugger. That sucks. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll go swap color on trigger. We want it to go white for, let's say, 5 seconds. And then we want it to move. So we want it to move. Let's see, what's half of 8? 4. And then when it's coming back, it should turn on. Let's see. There you go. Let's get it to go a little bit longer in the turning back on. It should look all right. So as I said, a little bit worrying with the it not truly turning off. That does suck because the best way I can to give you what I'm talking about is if I have, say you're doing a show and you've got, let's say 5, 10, 20, 50 of these all playing like for your show. Are they going to go into... No, they won't because they're not attached to a sequencer. Let's go. So can you imagine a show? I'll show you at the end of the video what I mean by this. So that's pretty much what you're going to be seeing during a show until the light triggers. I was really hoping that they might be able to fix that with this update, or with this pack, was it actually truly being turned off. Bugger. That sucks. Because like it doesn't affect your shows or anything like that. It just really affects your performance because at the moment it's pushing out a black light, if that makes sense. Yeah, so it's always on. Bugger. If you're not understanding what I mean, like, I'm sorry, this is meant to be a TLC review, but here I am going on about a moving light. That's what the what's its name? Timestamps are for, so you can jump ahead. This is just what I was here for. Get it out of the way and have a look, and then we do it like that. So I can delete these now. Let's go bang, 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 bang. What's this mid one for? Nothing. So what I was talking about before, see how like to activate, that light is truly off. There's nothing beaming or emitting from that until I press play in the show. So let's say if we're going to merge that. Let's go swap on color. We want it to turn on like that one. So you can, if I make the light black, because we're going to change the color when the light turns on, right? If I activate that now, the light turns on, but no light emits, right? It's not until I put this sequencer in with swap or change color that when you turn it on, the actual beam will emit. And obviously this goes for as long as you set it for. So if I set this for 100 seconds, that's just going to continuously emit nothing until I put a sequencer on it. So it does suck. That's they can fix that in the future, I think. But yeah, that was something that we used to deal with the shows a lot, is for like especially the bigger shows that I did, this would be a real problem because say if you're doing a show or whatever else, you got to imagine that you're not just going to have a couple of these, you're going to have a lot, and that adds up over time. But bugger, that's That sucks. Something that they probably didn't think of, but yeah, it's obviously us talking about it helps them think, okay, well, people do want it to actually turn off. The other thing would be is obviously being able to change that animation in the sequencer itself, not having to, well, I think the only way to do it would be to change, like to have an extra light. Like this one will have to be up, down, this one will have to be static, or this one will have to be arc, and the different lights are sort of kind of like the first game where you would just have lights do what you want them to do, and then that's it. That's as far as you could customize it. Let's get out our measuring stick just to see how big they are next to our measuring stick. Okay, so they're huge. Bugger. Okay, let's see how much we can push this to get it down without it looking weird. Okay, that's all right. Probably about there, maybe probably a real moving light would be. It's not too bad. Very cool. The other thing we need to check while we are here is, let's sync all these together. Let's get it to emit light. Are you ready? We're going to put a wall in front of it and see what happens. Let's go a thick 4-meter wall. We'll go brick just as a test. We'll just grab a random one, and then we'll see what happens when we put this light in front. Now, in the original game, when I move this wall here, this would not change. So we'll see if there is light collision, if you want to call it that. So we have collision on the wall, but it does still shine through. That's all right. That's okay. The spotlights are going to be pretty cool for shows though, because it'll actually it's more of like, say like my stadium. So the Chief Beef Stadium that's coming out, that has a roof on it, right? So inside will look amazing for the show. You'll have proper spots and all that going on and different things and stuff like that. But then you just won't want to go outside because this is all you're going to see through the roof is just big beams. So hopefully that answers a lot of questions. Just to open up the video, that's pretty much what I was buying the pack for personally, was the moving lights. Answered a lot of questions. This is, as you can see in the daytime, it's more evident that these lights do not truly turn off, which hopefully can be fixed in the future. But let's go back to the pack because I don't want to take up too much of your time, and I have spent 12 minutes on that. Where are we? We are in content packs, silver screen. Okay, what do we want to start with first? Let's go through our props first. So new fencing. Okay, we've got, what is it, 10 items. Very cool. Chain link fence was always good. I used to use that a lot in my little superhero zones. And it looks like we have a new red carpet theme. Oh, that's cool. Rather than having, so to go off on another tangent, you can tell why they didn't reach out to me, because my videos are very weird the way I put them together. Say like you were linking a fence before. When you're linking a fence, you have this awkward, like, see how it's like clipping? So like having that open like that so that you can connect is really cool. I mean, it helps you, dev team, because you can just fill it with more assets, because you can do one with the end pole and one without the end pole. But this is good that I can now disconnect it and then end it wherever I want. I don't know. Oh no, this does. Sorry, it's turned sideways. I was going to say, hopefully they didn't just add this pole by itself, but it does have an end loop on it. Very cool. Very cool. But as I said, this is what you want for more customizable options and not having to waste resources by like that being inside of another pole to start the next link. Very, very thoughtful that is. All right, let's set up the filters again because gone off on a tangent. Oh, this is great. These wood panels I've used a lot in my games, mainly for hiding stuff, because if we can get it to our normal go away green, it works as a really cool fence just to like branch things off from guests. Normally you put a shrub, but I'm not going to destroy my filters again. We're going to go through this, we're going to get through it, and then we'll play around. All right. So A backdrop frame. This used to have the green screen on the front. Hopefully they still have that, because I use that a lot. This is the jetty that collapses for us. Are we playing here? What are we doing? Are they moving? They're moving. Okay, yeah. Okay, awesome. That's we did that an animatronics in framework, but it's okay. No, we paused it. Okay, let's look at okay, we're gonna have 184 items here to go through. Are you ready? Are you sitting down? Let's go. All the truck pieces. That's going to be cool for filling out the car park. This looks like our truck flip. Whoa. Very cool. I always loved the stunt packs. That was, when I started creating videos, that was my first like big video, was the Police Academy stunt show. And it wasn't until I built that like I started to really like build an audience for my shows and stuff like that. And it was like, oh, people do like weird stuff in this game, thankfully. This should be a bus crash. Very cool. I obviously use this in a lot of my movie stuff. We're not going to go through all of these. I'll do that in another video. This is just pretty much just a first look. Sort of just go over everything and then sort of play around. Like, it's obviously all going to be the same stuff from my other video showing off what was in the original pack. Should have just deactivated that. Very cool. It would have been cool to have two options of this, so maybe one with an arm that makes it like more like a real theme park would be, where it would be like, say an arm would be flipping the car, maybe the tire wouldn't be rolling away, because it'd be designed as if a coaster came past and then it's like, okay, well, it's gonna go. No, it's not. It's deactivated. And then the coaster will go past. Just something I always thought of. This will be our cool jump. Jump or flip, what do you reckon? It's the crash jump. Put a couple of rings of fire there, you'll be sweet. Alright, what have we got next? Look at that. Such a cool pack. This will be our crash straight. This will just be the car doing loops. And then you get a couple of varieties of cars to be doing it. Obviously the police cars and such are very cool. Now do the crash. So this is what I use for my Batman video. And then we had the chase car. Boom. Very, very cool. So it's cool. You get taxis, you get other stuff. Let's move into... This is good for a lot of sci-fi pieces. The exploding wall panel would probably scare the bejesus out of guests, if you want to be honest. Very cool. Then we've got our normal filming kits. Male and female, looks like. Fiddling around. Sitting, holding the boom. Clapper, yep. Helicopters are cool. Actually, we should check. Where did my measuring stick go? I got rid of it, didn't I? Hopefully this is the last time I do this. Get rid of my filters for you. But we need the measuring stick so that we can see the sizes of things, because I'm very interested to find out how big they've made these animatronics. Because if I show you some of the other animatronics, like this is what we call the measuring stick, because this is what I normally use for all my shows. It's the legit size of all guests. If we go over here, nobody throw up. You can see it's the normal size of a guest, right? So that's normally what we do. I just put down and be like, okay, well, this is the measuring stick. The problem is, we start putting some animatronics down. For some reason, some of them are gigantic, and you can resize them and such, but surely that would be the normal scale. You get it with a couple of different ones. I can't think of them all. But Okay, the Studios pack people are huge as well. You will have to scale them down to look like real humans. Like you can just see there. Very weird. Like, at least you can scale it. In the first game, you couldn't. These were just gigantic for no reason. It seems to be only the original Planet Coaster stuff that they brought over that has this problem. Jeez. Look at all the alien. I suppose you don't really have a scale of what's normal, but like he's normal size. Weird. He's tiny. Oops, I'm getting ahead seeing all the zombies and other stuff like that. I'm trying to see who's was originally here. Seeing the cowboy. These are all normal people size. Are they? Is she really just tiny? Okay, there you go. I was going to say how tall. Why was she so little to set? Must have scaled it. Weird. Anyways, we'll go back. Sorry. I'm distracted again. You know what these videos are like now. I keep going into the wrong one. Silver screen pack. Okay. We also do have the free update. I won't really be going over what's in that. Because I kind of just want to film this and get this out, and then I'll hopefully be doing a proper like comparison where I like properly go down and look at each one of these differences. Very cool. If I can show you. So see how this one here, they've gone to the extra effort to have like pistons and like different mechanical pieces that move and twist to make it like this is set up to just whenever a coaster or something goes past, it just does it over and over and over again, and it's literally designed to go up and down and move it. We'll see when it goes back and resets. I'll show you how it's set up when it sets back up. So there you go, see? So it's designed to like be a true animatronic that like resets after each time something happens. So it'd be cool if like the car flip would have something along those lines. Like I love that you have the free like version of it, like, but yeah, I suppose you could just build your own arm. What am I talking about? I'm just thinking in such a Planet Coaster mindset where we couldn't do our own stuff like we can now. But here's a train crashing. Very, very cool. Very cool animatronic, that is. I'll leave it there. Let's see. This is a cool little barrier flipping. Always awesome. New vans are cool. This is for your screens. Come back here. Very cool. Weird that they didn't just have a like just put one in and then you can just design it to go whichever way you want. Looks like we're going to have a lot of Jaws rides coming out on the workshop again. And scalable, yes, which is awesome. Jeez. Little version of it. See, that's funny, like, we had the big version and the little version because we didn't have the rescale tool. Now they've just added both back in to be like, you might want to really... Let's see how tiny... Whoa, look at the little baby shark. That's great. So there. That's you can see how... Let's go to the other end of the spectrum here. Let's see what happens. It's a gigantic shark. That's very cool. So the scalable tool alone is like really great for Planet Coaster. This is our static pieces, it looks like. Where have I got to sit? I've got to sit like here. Nice. Very cool. Again, weird that they didn't just have it just where you can just set different animatronics for it and it just... But hey, what can you do? People will still make some really cool stuff with that. Oh, we got the new car doing laps. See, that's cool because that's obviously in the ride that we'll show later on. So it'll be cool to be able to do stunts and stuff for that. So you'll be able to like go underneath it while it, whoa, crashes over the top of you. Very cool. Definitely not like Test Track at all. That's going to be really cool to see what people make with that. Okay, awesome. Bin stunts. Archaeologist Cower. These are great. These are our stunt packs. Let's see. See if we can film it like a movie. Oh. Too fast for me. Very cool. And then obviously you'd have a bin. Whoa. Oh. You'd have a bin to react instead of having that empty box down the bottom. I don't think you're going to have any worries with animatronics in this pack because it looks like you are very well sorted with the original stuff. Most of these are just repeated, by the way, so we'll probably be doing it the same as the cars. This is a good one. Whoa! He like glitched at the end. See if we can pause it. He does. He like glitches at the end. What's ready? Let's keep the camera here. Doink. That's great. Very cool. So here we got the knight, we got the pirate, police officer. Looks like the normal sci-fi guys, western, normal office people. We've got our zombies. That's right, people can start making zombie DLC again. I thought we had a girl zombie and a boy zombie. Araman. We've got mummies. Pirates. Female police officers. Female sci-fi. Female western. Female zombies. A tank. A broken tank. Tank that fires. Very, very cool. This is the wagon that's on fire, isn't it? Oh no! Help! Very, very cool. And then our water tank that falls on top of gas. Oh, there we go. Very cool. Have your little water ride going underneath, getting wet, gas wet. Okay, let's move into lighting. We are 28 minutes into this, I am sorry. So we've already gone over one of the animated lights. We'll see what else comes back up. But let's go over everything. So your new lamps are pretty cool. Always happy for new lighting. Very, very cool. The 80s vibe is very awesome. Looks like these are all, I think this is our new symbol for lights. That like, obviously this is only the lights that light up, whereas the ones in the parade pack, it was the whole item that lit up. So it's cool that they're creating it more user-friendly. I've seen a lot of people say that, well, let's be honest, I have no idea how console players play it. I've always thought, you know, it'd be really funny is if I tried to design a lighting show on console to see whether I could do it. Are we playing or not? Where are my birds? There's like no birds. Did we fix the birds problem? Man, the birds in the stadium are so annoying. What's going on? Isn't that meant to be flashing? Let's go loot. There we go. So very cool. We're getting a lot of police lighting. Shouldn't have put that one down. That's going to be annoying. Here's another lighting set that I used a lot in my shows. So I'll tell you what, we'll put this over here. So I'll test them ones in a second. These have lighting symbols on them. Why is that so? Do these light up? I don't think so. Nope. Weird. Another beautiful one. Oh no. Deactivate. See? Okay. This does it. This deactivates when we want it to. So this actually has an off. But I think it counteracts it where this is constantly moving. You cannot stop this from moving. Maybe. No, I'm pretty sure you can stop this from moving. No, we'll come back. We'll experiment with that later. That's something I want to play around with then. We'll keep going through all these pieces here. Studio lights are fun. We'll put this over here. Okay, so this is our stage light. With our patterns. Okay, so this is that pattern light. I'll put this over here. I'll have a second lighting, what's it called? Timestamp for that, because I just don't. I know some people want to just watch what's in the pack, and some people want to watch to see like that sort of stuff. So we'll go over that again in a second when we can start experimenting with certain things. But you have your street lights, and that is the lights in the pack, which is cool. No, nothing like that. Speakers, no. Okay, what do we got here? Fountain center mid. I mean, you could never have too many of these pieces, like, and the way they look like they just go together. It's gonna be so cool to see what people make. Got our new mascot, Mr. Cornell Butterworth. Cool. Bronze statue. Railway tracks. Very cool. Like tram tracks, really. And we have our water tower. Now, they have a lot more customizable options for this. With King Coaster, Queen Splash, and generic water tower. Very cool. Very cool. And then obviously your normal water tower, the animatronic one. Which I hope isn't counting towards more. Let's see. Water tower split. Interesting. I thought it would come up multiple times because it's in animatronics and in this, and I was like, are they cheating with numbers here? But no, they aren't. Okay, let's go into our signs. Now we'll go into the different sections of signs here. Awesome. This is like it's more for our cinemas, which will be cool to use. Nice. Very I just keep thinking of like King Kong and stuff like that whenever I see this. Just that, what is it, 80s cinemas? Look at that. Very cool. Thought it was a popcorn bucket. These are in the original game. Very cool little signs. Customizable. Yes, awesome. Then we got our safety signs. Very cool for rides to obviously hint to guests that they're in trouble. We've seen our traffic lights. These signs will replace the ones that I use now because I've been desperate for new signs for a while, especially how tiny you can make them. Yes. Yes. And the highway sign. Very cool. Okay, what have we got? An awning. Do we want to stand these up? What do we want to do? Let's stand them up. Whoa. That'd be cool. Go and get your popcorn from the cinema. You've got your shop front. You got your awnings. These were used a lot in my original game. You'd make two like this, and it'd be your ride walkway. Okay, police lights are in the shop decorations part. Okie dokie. Awesome new awnings. Let's see, we'll go like this. We've got a clapperboard. Taxi signs are in here too for some reason. Okay. These are cool. These were like the movie props that can really help you fill out your main street. So like you'd have stuff inside here and they got a little light, which is always cool. Can we customize it as much as we did the last one? Yes, we can. Okay, awesome. Very, very cool, especially when it's like, obviously, I've seen a lot of people asking for actual doors in Planet Coaster that like can open and close. Hopefully that's something that can come soon, because at the moment it's very awkward having a door and a door frame attached in the one thing that you're placing, and it's like I want people to be able to walk around and have fun. But these were used in a lot of my studio thing that I did, especially like these with you'd have like, there's a weird, can you see that weird lighting glitch that's going on through these windows? Whoa, it does not like that. Weird. Nope. Don't think you can change the glass in this. Oh, it's just the blue that it doesn't like. Whoa. Weird, hey? Man, I'm never getting sponsored by Frontier. Just so... Oh, man. Sorry, guys. This is who I am. Very, very cool. Can create a lot of stuff with that. A lot of more like shop fronty stuff, which is always awesome. Nothing in that. We've got our new posters. So let's put them all out, then we'll have a look at them. Six new posters. Very cool. So this is what I love. I love when they put the Planet Coast spin on stuff. Okay, so let's have a look at our posters. So Melhas. Coming this summer, it's getting hot in cinemas everywhere. It was hot in the UK, but apparently it's raining now. It's currently freezing here in Australia. Let's see what the temperature is here. So it's 13 degrees outside. Mador, Lua Wano, Heyo, Cornell Butterworth. Oh, that's our famous director. Steri, Tun Fobulbu, Chief Beef and Cosmic Cow, the dynamic duo. These double-sided. Sweet. Awesome. No toilets. A backdrop screen. Do you know what I use this for a lot? Okay. That's great. I'm just going to say that now. So that used to be in here, right? And it used to be attached. So like I would create roofs, and when I do my festival stages and such, I'd have to have this framing. Look at this, ready? I can now do it without it. And because it has this cool, like it's been pulled tight, it looks really good for like roofs and stuff like, it's like massive, like tarp roofs. Obviously you don't have it like that. You'd have it like this. So they look like they're pulling tight. But if we join them together, we change the, can I change the color? No, it's a screen, isn't it? Bugger. They did, didn't they? Dang it. Do we have the black screen that was in the original? Okay. Oh man, I'm gonna get it like a black. See if I got anything in here. Don't look, okay? These are all secret projects. Image. And I don't have a black backdrop for it. Bug out. No, go away. Okay. What is that? Wait time signs. Oh, that's right. That's your new update. Da-da-da. Okay, new letters. These will be used a lot. More of these, please. I'm pretty sure this is the one thing that I downloaded the most of with the Theme Maker's Toolkit was everyone's custom letters that they would make. Look at that. Looks great. Totally. Let's see what we can do with these at night. Very cool. Actually, let's get it away from the others so we can see. So that controls that. That controls the back. This controls the light. Very cool. It's going to be cool to see what people make with that. Love customizable stuff. Nothing in your pools. What do we got in prizes? That's that statue. Oh, here's a little bit of popcorn for you to put in your parks. And it talks. Let's have a look at this. Okay, now we're into 43 movie props. So this is our cool tree holder that has lights on it. Oh, awesome. That's going to get used a lot. Our boom mic, boxes. Clapper. Cables. Going to use that a million times. This is great for filming because you can have more control over who's sitting in the sun or not. Boxes. These are great for our backstage shows. Makes it feel more like an actual movie studio. Oh, cool. That's animated too. Gotta have the manhole cover animated. Barrels, barrels, and more barrels. Do not tell PewDiePie if you are that old like me. Cameras are cool. This should be animatronic. Yes. Very cool. Very cool. Very cool. Very cool. Definitely filling out your park with a lot more props. Does this still hum? Oh, it doesn't hum anymore. Thank goodness. I can place that without having to worry about it. It used to be like a... Used to be weird. Okay. Containers. That's very cool. Instead of having to make them myself. Very cool. Who doesn't love making a backstage area look more lived in than with random stuff and trash and a subway? That's pretty cool. Okay, let's have a look at our pyrotechnics. We'll start with the cardboard impact. I won't leave them in the park because they'll just be constantly going off. But we have our drifting embers is cool. Electricity. Very cool. Glass smash. Nice. Whoa. Whoa. Cool. That looks weird. Can he get it? Yes, he can. Oh, it's a 2D texture. I was wondering why it looked a bit weird. Very cool. Whoa, it looks like it changes. See how you get the big dirt that shoots off? Let's go from this to this. Very cool. Cool. What? Is this our fire hydrant exploding? Where'd that go? Remember, to go off on a tangent, like when I used to play Grand Theft Auto, and I used to see like when you'd run over a thing, and I'd be like, "That's cool. That doesn't really happen." And then I was watching a video when someone actually hit one, and it actually does do that. I was like, "Oh, okay." It's very cool. A bit of dust blowing, getting your eyes. Newspapers, glass falling, rubble falling. That's used a lot with like certain rides when you're going underneath. I mainly use the small one. Oh, we've got our Assassin's Creed jump. We'll skip the building just for now. So we can have a look at the... Let's put some path down, hey? Beep. Let's look at some seating. Very cool. Ooh, very elegant, this table. Nice, simple. I haven't really like built like a proper big park, so like I really wouldn't know what happens and stuff like that. Here is our Cornell Buttersworth. Cool. He's a bit confused at the moment. He doesn't know why guests are all the way over there and he's stuck here. Not really sure what to do. Okay, so this is the thing that I was wondering about. And the popcorn is animated in his head. Yes! Very cool to see. Ooh. Can't delete him. Okay, so let's start going through. Thank you. We're going to start going through our building pieces. So it looks like these light up. That's cool because we can make it look like someone's home and someone's not home. Okay. Oh, look how tiny that piece is. How small you can go. Whoa. Very cool. You're fired. Can't sit there counting next to me the whole time. Okay. Let's put a lot of these out. Look at that. Customizable options. Oh, very cool. Wow, some of these small pieces are going to get used for some really interesting stuff. Okay. Well, it's only 104 items. You are getting a lot, it looks like. Obviously the plaster is a big thing. That's what I use a lot in my parks. Very cool. 3 of each. That's for vampires. We've seen them. Don't think we've seen that. I use this a lot in bathrooms. That's pretty cool. Glossy tile. This would be cool for garden beds. Let's see. We've seen them. Got the glossy tiles. I won't go into all of them for you. Let's see. Glossy tiles are going to be used a lot. This is probably what I want more. Because you'll probably do your like kitchenette. Oh, that's cool. I can do a top and a bottom. Well, I've just found my new bathroom piece. Whenever I build a bathroom. Awesome. Now this is for our office buildings. And that can be turned on and off, I'm pretty sure. No, it's just a one that's on. So lights on, lights off. Lit and not lit. Square tile. Used to use that for measuring. It's very Art Deco-y, the terracotta tile, isn't it? Suppose I should. I don't know why I went straight into walls. Sorry, guys. Got some cool archways. I should have been clear. So there is only 104 wall items. There is 283 altogether. In case anyone probably commented being like, "You idiot." Oh. Very cool. That's for our wall. Broken wall pieces. Very cool. Bit upsetting we don't have the other side. We used to have the like upside down version of this, didn't we? I think. Okay, let's have a look at what we got in here. New balcony for your guest away from. Cool ladder system. This is like cool quality of life stuff that'll be cool to make everything upside down for some reason. To make more Main Street feel a bit more like Main Street. Very cool. I said, like, all this stuff, it's not, most of it's like not new. A lot of it is stuff that we have seen before, so it's like you might think that I'm not excited or stuff like that, but like my brain is currently in overdrive, just thinking like how great this is to be able to resize. I think that's probably the biggest thing, is being able to resize a lot of these items. Very confusing with stuff that's already in other stuff is in this stuff. That's cool. Just little stuff to play around with. A little version of that. Very nice. Oh, this is our film reel that they were talking about. Very nice. Seeing all them. Let's look at our new doors. Where do we want to go? Let's go up here. A lot of stuff. I haven't laid out everything, obviously. Ooh, fancy. Whoa, we've got screen doors. Very cool. My favorites here. Look at that. We've seen them too. Open. 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 Closed. Closed. This is what I use for my Batman ride, was a lot of these screens, and then you drive through. Stubborn, doing another one. Very cool. This is what I was talking about before, about having doors with the door frames. Like, just a little, like a door open button would be cool. And then they open. That's all you need. Just a little thing. Nothing too crazy. Okay, what's this? We have an Art Deco cinema banner. Where can we go? We're making a bit of mess over here. Let's go back this way. Interesting. Whoa. Cool to see what people make with that. Does this roll up on the top? Yeah, it's like a radiator. Weird. If anyone knows any examples of where this is used, comment down below. It's very cool. It's like a massive gear system. Let's try and do this properly. Kind of. You get what I'm trying to do. Big building pieces. Jeez. They really want you to build cinemas, don't they? Deco. I feel like this is going to be a lot of cool little filler products with all this stuff. Giant paddle pop sticks. Okay, windows. That's interesting. Okay, thought it could light up more. I was like, I'm going to use that for lighting. Never mind. Let's see what other windows we got. Very cool. Cool. As I said, we're not really like going through everything with a fine-tooth comb. This is pretty much just for anyone who might be on the fence, doesn't really know, like, do I want to buy it? Do I want to wait? As we all know, like, everyone's got their own, like, financial decisions to make on whether they buy it or not. It's not a necessarily cheap DLC, and normally with these things you can wait a week or two, and less than a month they normally have it discounted. So that's up to you whether you want to buy it or not. Are these new glass pieces to use? That's very cool. We'll go this way. 4 meter. Cool. Interesting. Maybe get out of the way first. That's cool. Very cool. And then these lights just keep appearing in heaps of things. Let's have a drink. Are you going to be annoying? I think they might be. Okay. What do we need now? Roofs. Okay, we're getting a lot of these massive roofing pieces. I feel like we're getting close to the point of like, are we getting close to the section where, obviously if you see my top 10 wish list for Planet Coaster, are we getting close to the point where we have everything from the original game inside of Planet Coaster 2? Will you allow us to transfer stuff over from the original game and opening up the doors to everything that's on the workshop? Finally being able to, like, can you imagine my movie world build? Being able to transfer that over, fix it. Obviously, you're going to have stuff like the Ghostbusters pack and the Munsters stuff and like all that sort of stuff. So you should be able to just open it up and it says, hey, things in this pack are missing. Make sure you check it and blah, blah, blah. And then you can go on, update it, do whatever you want to it, and then re-upload it to the Planet Coaster 2 workshop. That was the whole reason why in that top 10 wish list that I made was that would open the doors to just hundreds of thousands of workshop items that people transfer. Obviously, it's going to be hard with, as I said, like you owning it. You type in Planet Coaster Stadium and there's like 6 of my stadiums in that workshop, and like there's nothing you can do. It's just something that happens. There are just some people out there who for some reason download your workshop item and re-upload it and change nothing. They've literally called it sometimes Planet Coaster Stadium or My Stadium, or they just do some weird stuff with your stuff, and it's like you can't do anything about it, but like it is like weird that they do it. Like you can't stop it, but I can whinge about it because that's what we do here. That's very cool. Another lighting piece. But yeah, sorry, that's what I was trying to say is like being able for, say, with my movie world build is that being available to console players finally would be awesome. So I just have to upload it, check over some things, make sure things work and whatever else, and whatever's missing I can replace and then re-upload it. Like that could be the end goal plan of this whole game, because I don't think they'd be able to do the Theme Maker's Toolkit with console players, mainly because of, like, I don't know people who remember playing, but it used to be insane if you downloaded heaps of items and your screen would be just jolting like this, and especially with like some of my parks that would just be game crashing, and it was all over. This had a lighting thing on it. Is that all it is? Nope. Next one. That's cool. Cool. Tell you what, we're going to put you over here, buddy. So we're going to see if we can turn you on and off and use you for shows. Okay, what have we got? Oh, I can't see. Back to daytime. Oh man, we've been going for an hour. Is anyone still watching? My bad. Like when people go, are you... Whoa, why are we red? Let's not be red. Let's go back to the original color. How come you didn't get like the early access and you could play it? And it's like, because I would probably butcher their review process. It's like, look at how this is all over the place. But Planet Coaster, if you are watching, please. I don't know what the next thing would be. What do you want next? I've seen like a lot of people have replied to my what do you want next videos. So I am working on a big video for that. So hopefully I can get that out soon. I think there's like 6 projects that I'm working on. So please pray for me. I am going mental with my hard drive space. I just deleted it all and then I started filming all these videos and it's like, dang it, it's nearly full again. Oh, these are cool. Sucker for pieces like this because they're like pieces that you never really think like, oh, I won't need that until you need it. As I said, not placing everything. We're just trying to have a quick look like what's in the pack. You might be on the fence about whether you're buying it or not. You might be waiting. And there's like, don't listen to everyone where you have to have this DLC now and play it. If you want to wait, wait. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. I knew it. I said there was a bottom piece of this, and here it is. It's in the wrong section. Nope. Weird. So we got one for him, but not for... What? What is this called? I'm gonna cheat. It is here. Did I miss it? It's not in there. It's in here somewhere. It's in the wall pieces. It's freaking weird. Where was the other piece? It was in the arches. So that one's in the arches and this one's in the normal one. Weird. They always have this weird thing where like when they first upload a DLC, everything's like jumbled up. And then all of a sudden they drop an update and I can't find anything for days. It's like, oh, where were all them pieces? Very cool. Okay, let us go over here. Let us see if we can get another filter going. Property. Triggerable, maybe? That's interesting. We already know about all that stuff. That's cool. That should just be that. I think that's just them lights up the top. That we know. Water tank we know for the water part. We're just trying to find weird stuff. Lighting. Okay, we'll play around with that in a second. All of them are normal, 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 normal. Okay. Let's make sure it's not a property that we're missing. It's just the explosion stuff. Animated. Okay, it's the helicopters and stuff. Illuminated. Ew. Ooh, where were these? Not there. They're in here. Why am I missing stuff? Am I silly? Not in there. Not in there. Not in there. Not in there. We didn't even go to this one. Oh, my colorable wall panels. I create hundreds and shows with these. This is what I used to use instead of doing 200 video screens. 70 video screens I have in my latest video that I'll put up on the screen now a screenshot of it working. Insane I am. Okay, this is what I wanted to see, because remember when I said when I first looked at the DLC that there looks like there's patterns. And there is. And I can't see anything. I must have to go to loop. Oh, there's a little glimpse of it. Let's go to night. Oh, and it moves. How big does it get? Oh, and it fades out. Very cool. Oh, that's very cool. Oh, I wanted it to beam out. Oh wow. Because I'm just going to show you. Look, I'm just going to show you exactly what I'm going to use this for. I'm going to get out my rotator. I'm going to get this. I'm going to click on here. We're going to tell it to stop because I didn't pause the game like a dummy. We're going to try that again. We're going to go like this. And say if I have a stage or something playing, I'm just going to flip this like this. And it's just going to be for... It doesn't work. You deactivate it, you dummy. And you pause the game. Whoa, too fast. Slow down. We want it slow, more romantic. No, more romantic. Hungry eyes. Copyright strike. Shouldn't have said that. Let's change the colors. Oh, that is great. How high can I get? Not very high. So cool. Look at that. That's what I'm going to be using it for my shows. Probably the stars. Pretty. So pretty. Okay. Let's play around. You ready to just experiment, have fun? Okay. Let us get a sequence there and start mucking around. What can we do, guys? What can we do with this? Am I getting a wee glare effect? What's glaring? I think it's this light there. Okay. Let's just say we want this to play for 10 seconds. As I said before, it's on and off. We don't want it to go on and off. We want special things to happen. Can I make this black? Thank you. We want to swap color. We want to have maybe, let's get a nice blue going. We'll play for 3 seconds. We want to play for 2.5. That's on me. That's on me. Sorry. I didn't change the colors to black. My bad. Let's try again. What did I do wrong? Sorry, I'm getting comfortable. Interesting. Can you stay like that, please? That's just activating. This is swapping colors. We'll just do this. Okay. Getting somewhere. Is this our light? Don't know why I set it 3 seconds away. Let's get closer here. Which one is our light? Is it you? It is. Oh yes, that's going to be great. Let's go 1 second. So you might have some romantic preteen show going where you're got King Coaster and Queen Splash thingy. Maybe you return to a couple of the old ones. Whoa! No. That's not romantic. That's too fast. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. 600 seconds. Let's zoom out a bit. Now let's get it romantic. Perfect. Can I change it? Dang it. Thought I could change the effect on it. Oh, that'd be so nice. What can we put underneath it? Make it romantic. Who wants to go underneath the... I thought we had like a Christmas thing. Maybe that's in Planet Coaster I'm thinking of. We'll have a zombie dancing all by himself. Oh, romantic. Perfect. That's cool. Let's see if we can play around with other things. Thank you, Stage Light. That is a big win. Well, this should just work like a normal light, yep. Should be able to just change whatever I want. Yes. Zoom in for this. Perfect. Awesome. Let's go over here. Interesting. You can see that highlighted blue as well, right? Which means it's triggerable. I can click on that. Click on them. Okay. Key. That's highlighted blue, but I can't touch it. Weird. Maybe we'll place another one. What's it called? It's called a Art Deco. Let's just type in base. That will sort us out. Not in there. It was in here, and here it is here. No, I can see it's lighting up blue. Weird. Okay, fine then. We don't even want to play. No worries. They're the same, but here we go here. So this is what I used to do a lot of shows with. So I would make, obviously I couldn't do screens and lots of stuff. Like you'd probably notice from like my WrestleMania stage or my World stage, a lot of that is done with these squares and rectangles and such, because if you put too many screens in the game, it would just crash the game. It would make like your performance would drop like crazy. So I would just use these, and you can change the colors of them. Oh, and you can in this as well. Yes, that is freaking great. I won't set up a whole thing for you because I don't want to waste too much of your time. Hour and 15. Terrible. Terrible YouTuber I am. We're looking at the big 4x4, right? Look at that. What we're going to do is we're going to activate, because we want it to be showing light. Let's get that. Very, very cool, the stuff you can do with that. Okay, so we've pretty much covered a lot in this. And I'm probably missing a lot of stuff. Let us be honest with each other here. We obviously have all the stuff in the free update. I'll go over that in a second with the notes. The update notes. Okay, we got some cool new tracks. Ooh, we could have had that now. Romantic scene. Okay. Really rainy? Cool. Got a lot of... Ugh. Yeah. I'm going to play that outside of Planet Coast. Whoa. Chief Beef Stadium, sorry. Picked by you. Okay. Whoa.
Sal Capado. Sal Loose, cutie. Heyo. Ray. Lamsola Onda. Lamu Mal. Janil Nun. Janil Off. Janil Sin. Janil Saka. Janil Vife. Janil Cal. Janil Tere. Halalune Ese Yomzo. Tundba Fire Suit. Gudrems Pulazasti. Onda Loy Esitro Nun, Esitro O, Esitro Table, Esitro Saka, Esitro Vife, Esitro Cal, Esitro Bit, Tunspalo Kretanki, Ematu Imbout.
Don't have to go through all of them, I don't think. They've added a lot more of these. Very cool. All right, let's have a look at our music tracks. Currently using, take it to the max, Storm Cloud for my next show. I'll show you that in a second. Hey! Ooh. Crime. Welcome back to Buzz. You ever play that on PS2? Okay. Cool. Very cool. All right. Well, then let's go jump on some rides. Okay. Create custom. Let's see what we have. Okay. We'll create custom first. So I have our remotion. That's very great. I think I deleted it then. Used in our Harry Potter ride and all that. Maybe sick. Let's see what these say. Interesting. Got a full track layout in that. Track rides. We got our studio tour. Stop doing that. Where's our driver? Is there no driver now? No, that was the best part, is them talking. Wah. Oh, they're clipping through the chairs real bad. That sucks. Pretty sure in the studios pack, could be wrong, you had a driver and then someone sitting backwards. Weird. And then we obviously got our... Oh man, I keep doing that. Nice little racing car thing. Let's test something out, as some people were asking. Can I increase the speed? We'll test it here. We'll go fast and slow, alright? 2 types of track. Let's see, what do we reckon? Go! Oh yeah. You can adjust your speed however you want. That thing took off like a frickin'... That was crazy. Imagine sitting in this thing. Your face would be on the chair. So cool. Let's stop these from exploding. There you go. You got your answers with them. Okay. You can adjust the speed with that. That's awesome. Stop doing that. Okay. We've got free rides in here. So we've got our little ground control. You can see how much I don't place rides in this thing is I just keep clicking scenery accidentally. 4th wall. Very cool. And then the fun one, the cinema. Very cool. They said that they added videos to this, but they added like the trailers and such, didn't they? What can we do? Oh, interesting. Oh. There she was. So cool. So most of these are the trailers that they included. Very cool. Gonna be very cool to see what people create with that. Synergies are all psychos who will probably put the Lord of the Rings on through that whole thing. What have we got here? We got our Phoenix. Jeebus. That is huge. Someone play the Michael Scott. That's what she said. Oh, cool. It's got a holding section. Very cool side loading. Do we ride it? Let's get on it. Let's see what happens. Do I need to move my face? I don't think so. Do I need... How would you look in this ride? Do you look like... Oh, I'm pretty sure you'd be like that, wouldn't you? Is this a launch? Whoa. Okay. Very cool. So smooth. Whoa. So cool the near misses that you're getting with all the poles and stuff. The supports. Like that. And that. Oh my goodness. What is this, our third launch now? Jeez. Getting your money's worth at this coaster. This will be like a 16 million hour wait. Whoa. Very cool. That's awesome. So smooth. Let's delete these trees. Let's get some of the track rides going because I'm pretty sure they have blueprints for it. Okay. Ex Machina. Oh, so this is the ride that they created in that they showed off. So cool. Don't mind the raptor that will come down and jump through that roof. So I don't need to ride this one because we've seen it. Let's get some lights going. Yeah. Very cool ride. That one's going to be very fun to see what people create with that one. Because screens look like they're making a pretty cool comeback with this sort of stuff. Interesting. All right. Let's get on Rush. What do we want to sit? This is good. For family. Where's Vin Diesel? You needed Vin Diesel in the background. Okay, so it's like a movie set. Oh, we're in the docks. Oh, hey. Whoa. Oh, cool. And you'd green screen out the track. Oh. Whoa. Whoa, watch out. Ride photos. Awesome. Tung. Then we're back to the start. That's very cool. Very very interesting exit as well. It's very very thought out and cool. Walk back in through the wait, what? Makes no sense. You must connect here. This is the entrance. Okay, I'm with you now. I'm like, it's just one big loop. That's just silly. That was cool. Whoa! And this is the one that we've seen in the backlot tour as well. Just make sure they didn't hide anything in here. Make sure. Whoa. Very, very cool. This is Rich built all these for obviously this pack, and I had to adjust it to fit the blueprints, obviously. Very, very cool. So that's our new rides. What else am I missing? No pool stuff. Maybe the next DLC will be maybe resort pool DLC, maybe? Maybe? Who knows? Hopefully. So welcome everyone to Chief Beef Stadium. This is my beautiful new stadium that's coming to Planet Coaster 2 very soon. And this is our Take It to the Max show, which will open the stadium itself. Obviously Max is not here. He doesn't show up for sound rehearsals or nothing. But the band is. The band is playing to a massive crowd. But as you can see here, this is our beautiful video wall with 70 panels on it. We have a massive screen here, two massive screens, a massive screen on the back, and it is literally just waiting for moving lights now. So obviously we have to look at our patch notes that were up. So for free update 11, if we scroll down, obviously they're showing off everything in the silver screen thing. We have new wait time signs. Wait time signs are in Planet Coaster 2 as a new scenery piece displaying a ride's average wait time to guests. Manage your guest hunger with 5 fresh food counters around your theme park. You can now place down popcorn, candy floss, corn dogs, fries, and donut carts, giving you more delicious variety throughout your parks. On-ride photos. On-ride photos are highly customizable features which are already available on coasters, but now we're bringing them to tracked rides and flumes. Add a ride photo camera from the ride's feature add-on menus at an intense track moment. Place a photo kiosk from the Facilities tab and link it to the ride. Finally, test the ride to generate guest snapshots. Should you buy this DLC? For me, I was pretty much buying it just for the moving lights that were in the system. So I probably have a different opinion to what you would buy it for. So the whole point of this video was just to show you if you need something inside of it, then obviously buy it. If not, you could probably just wait for a sale and get it then, because like for me, it wasn't too bad, the price. Give me a second to show you what it is in Australian. So this is what I paid here. Not too bad. It's normally around just a little bit higher. So obviously our exchange rate is great at the moment. It's amazing. So yeah, you can pick it up now. You can wait. It's kind of like, it's up to you. Like, don't rush into it unless you see something that you absolutely need. As I said, like for me, I just need the moving lights for certain shows that I want to do, and obviously the big searchlight and such that you'll probably see in the next show, because that's pretty much, I'll be editing this video, uploading it, and then I'll just be straight back into the show that I'll show you in a second. So I just pretty much wanted just to give you this will be in the timestamps as the final verdict. Should you buy it? It's sort of up to you what you personally need, as I just said, but like for me, it's worth it because of how many just random pieces you get. And like, I know that a lot of these pieces are from the original Studios pack. I'll probably be doing a weird video that'll show that off. So keep an eye out for that one. But it's got a lot of new stuff, if that makes sense. Like, and it looks like they're starting to focus on, like, not necessities is the word. They're like focusing on stuff that you can get more than one use out of. So if they had have just uploaded, say, this massive piece by itself, it would have been like, okay, cool, I'm never going to use it. But the fact that they uploading all of this stuff with it, that you can just build this as it is, like you can just place this here, or you can just build your own design or whatever you want. And it's really cool when they start doing stuff like that, because it opens up your own creativity. Good luck to any new players that jump on. As I said in the studio pack review, was that if you jump on in a year's time or 2 years time, I can't imagine how many pieces there are there. Let's have a look. We'll get a quick idea here. 7,156 items are in the whole scenery section now. So I'd love just to see a new player jump in and just be overwhelmed by all of that. So obviously this pack adds a huge chunk to it. But as I said, don't buy it unless you see something that you absolutely think you need in it. Obviously, well, especially here in Australia, we do have a lovely cost of living crisis. So some people might not be able to grab it right away, and that's okay. Like you're not really missing out on much that it's like must see. Like there is a lot that is from the Studios pack. There is a lot that isn't. For me, my value for money is the new lighting stuff, the truss systems, not having to build truss anymore. Like I used to have to build truss with the metal support beam. So I would do 4 pieces. If I can just quickly, imagine I get this perfect first go. Dang it. Anyways, you get the idea. You'd work it out a lot easier than that. How about I just do it for you instead of talking nonsense? So you can imagine if I build this, like this, and like this. Oh, one more. Okay. So this is one piece, right? But if I had to build that in game, I have to use 16 pieces just to get that. So the fact that I can now save space for shows, essentially, because when you're designing shows, you really need to budget. And by that, I mean, like, you don't want to have too much happening. Otherwise, weird stuff starts happening, like weird lighting glitches and such that are very fun in this game when you design a whole show and then have to delete half of it because you didn't check whether it worked properly. So always keep that in mind, that you do have to budget with certain things, and certain lights definitely don't play well together. And it's going to be interesting with that moving lights that it doesn't turn off properly. But hopefully that can get fixed in the future to turn off, similar to the moving thing here. If you are familiar to my videos, I never have a true outro because I constantly keep talking. So let's practice with this one. Just because I do want to show you what I meant by things working. So play on trigger, yeah. Swap color. So if I change this to black, does this go out? See, that's interesting. Okay. So see how that's playing on trigger is making that it's not activating, well, it's activating the light as well, right? But like if I had this at black, right? See how it's not activating? I did say stop line, and you're still going. I know why, because I press continuous like a dummy. See? People call me a professional. Nope. Okay, go back to 1. So activating light is, this does have the same problem, it looks like, as the moving lights. Is it's not a, you see with this light that if I activate it, that is activating the light. If you activate this, it is activating the movement and the light at the same time. There's no like extra button here to say, I just want the light to move. I just want the object to move. And the way we used to get around that was obviously you would have your lights black. But you can see as soon as I press play on that, we have this big beam until, let's get a bit of light in here. Until we do it for longer than 2 seconds. What do you reckon? Let's do 10. So when you add light into it, that's when it changes into the actual light. You would do your show, okay, like we've got stuff happening, and then you'd be like, okay, well, I want it to turn off. But it doesn't truly turn off. It's literally sitting in the background the whole time. Bugger. That's no good. But it's easy to fix. Like, that's fixable stuff. It's nothing like, oh, like, negative review, I'm leaving one. No, that's not what you need to do. Stuff like that can get fixed easy. But final verdict, should you get it or should you not? Obviously, firstly, you should always consider your financial position of should you get it or should you not. They always have good discounts in a couple of weeks, maybe a month or two. It'll drop probably about half the price, so always do consider that. I normally look at these DLCs for am I building something that I think I'm going to need it for? And would I get my money's worth out of it? For me, I've always had that biased opinion with the moving lights. Obviously, it's annoying with the on and off, not turning on and off properly. But hey, that can be fixed at a later date by the devs. Other than that, you do get a lot of pieces from the Studios pack. Obviously, they're not trying to hide that. We made a video a couple of weeks ago about that. All the stuff that was in the original Studios pack. Now you're seeing this, and it does have a lot of that stuff in it. Obviously upgraded for Planet Coaster 2. But for me, it's kind of goes down to, as I said, like, do you need it? Like, if you're building a cinema, obviously you need this. If you're building something using Remotion or the Cars Ride or the Studio Tour or whatever it is, you obviously are going to get this pack. But it's not something that, like, you're going to miss out on by waiting a week or 2, 3 weeks until maybe the price does drop a little bit. You do get, obviously, all of this. I didn't put everything in the park, as you've seen. We pretty much just skimmed through it, even though this video is over an hour. So we didn't really skim anything. We've kind of took our time and really looked at stuff. But it's, as I said, it's completely up to you what you need it for. It does have a lot in it. It still, to me, is worth it just for the moving lights alone. But as I said, that's for me personally. I'm creating shows, so I do need their moving lights to try and add an extra element to the shows themselves. Hopefully that'll be out in the next week or 2. And then obviously, like, the Art Deco pieces. So I had this problem with the Parades DLC. I don't build parks. I have no need for, if I can get rid of this filter, I have no need for an arcade system. I don't think I'll ever use it. That's not bashing anyone using the arcade, but to me, it was all of these scenery pieces that made it worth it to me. And that's pretty much why I brought it, was seeing all of this stuff and going, I can make this with this, I can do this, I can do this. So that's pretty much why I ended up buying it, and, well, obviously having to, like, make these review videos and such for it. But if I wasn't doing these videos, I don't think I would have brought the Parades one. I probably would have waited for that. With this, I don't see myself ever doing a 80s Art Deco thing. I could be wrong. Please be the first person to comment on a video when I start using this stuff for a video, and you said you'd never do it, haha. But, like, as I said, like, for me, I don't think I'll use any of, like, these pieces, like the big pieces, that is. Maybe the smaller pieces, maybe like the windows and the stairs and stuff like that. But as I said, it's mainly this area here, the lighting stuff, that I'll probably use heavily. The truss system, as I went over, how much more beneficial that is for performance. The cinema, the Remotion I used to film shows. The studio thing, that was always cool to create. The car ride, that'll be awesome to try and do something with that, apart from, like, Epcot and the Cars ride. But yeah, as I said, hopefully these videos do help you. As I said, I'm not meant to, like, just say buy it or don't buy it. I'm meant to just create an option for you of what you do or don't do. Like, it's completely up to you of what you do. I'm just hopefully giving you enough insight into what's in it that might fire your brain on what you can create and what you can build. So that's the Silver Screen pack. We've pretty much gone over everything that's in it. Leave a comment down below what you're doing, whether you're buying it or whether you're waiting. As I said, there's nothing wrong with waiting. There's nothing wrong with buying it now. Hopefully I gave you enough information to make you make a decision on what you need and what you don't need for whatever you're building in the parks. Even comment down below what you're working on. I've always loved to hear what people are building inside of Planet Coaster 2. But thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. I do have a couple more videos coming out. If you've seen the sneak peek of the Chief Beef Stadium show, hopefully you enjoy what's coming soon. But other than that, make sure you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.